How you all doing? Hope everyone's fine. So happy full moon in Leo. It's a fiery, I don't know too much about astrology, but I do know that Leo's a fire sign, so it's a bit fiery sign, so it's perfect for today's transmission, because today we're doing a Shakti transmission. So we're working with, and also the grid that I've made as well, working with the golden ray, and because we've got lots of gold crystals on there, and it's going to assist us and our DNA, assist us to remember and to learn how to do these things. We know how to do them really, and it'll assist us with the Shakti transmission. It's a very powerful transmission. I haven't actually been out all week. I've been preparing this transmission. I didn't even know it was the full moon. But a higher self wanted me to do this transmission. I did actually do this Shakti transmission probably a few months ago, and I was expecting my higher self to let me know on a high energy day when to do the Shakti transmission, because it's always strongest on a high energy day, which is, say, like an equinox or a double number day, like a 3-3 portal, things like that, or full moons and new moons. So it is actually, I didn't even know this, but it is actually a full moon today. I knew it was soon, but so I was preparing the transmission ready for I thought the weekend, but it was actually, when I checked, I thought I'll just check to see when the next full moon is, and it's actually today. So that was on, I think, Sunday. I started preparing this transmission. So, and now that I've found it's the full moon in Leo, I understand why my higher self is using this moon for the transmission. So it all makes sense. It always makes sense afterwards. So it is another very powerful transmission. So, and it's a very long transmission actually. It's 16 minutes long, I think, the light language transmission. I should call it fire language really, because it's working with the kundalini fire. So this is the snake. So I always get a download in February. I usually get one in November as well, the 1111 portal. For some reason it's an important portal for me. But in February, so it kind of syncs with around 1st of February, so it kind of syncs with the Chinese New Year, because I think it's 28th of January, something like that, when the Chinese New Year is. So I always seem to get, I don't know what the link is, but I always seem to get a download, and had a download about that I'll be working with the violet flame and the other flames, and also different rays that I'll be working with. Had a download about, in fact, all last week I didn't have much sleep in the night time, because I'd go to sleep for a little bit and then I'd be woken up with all these downloads of my work, like sacred geometry, the meanings behind it, and some of the tools that I needed to get to work with this sacred geometry. So I'll be working with the hexagon and different coloured rays using the hexagon, because I was told that the hexagon is like a portal shape. So those are some of the new things that are coming through this year. But of course I have to wait for the sun, because the rays only activate when the sun's there. Yeah, so I've had the downloads about that, downloads about working with the violet ray, which has really helped me transmute some traumas and some stuck energies. And we will be working with the violet ray on this channel as well soon, violet flame. So I had to download about that. What else? I should have wrote some notes because I had quite a few things to say. Oh yeah, about it being the year of the snake. So that's another thing that I was told by my higher self, because it's the year of the snake. It's going to be a year when a lot of people will have their kundalini awakening, or the start of the kundalini, because it is a tool that assists us for ascension. So that's why I'll be doing probably do a few more Shakti transmissions this year on high energy days. So there'll probably be another one. Maybe there is a lunar eclipse coming, so in March. So maybe it's for March, but don't quote me because sometimes these things change. But look out for another transmission if that's what would be interested in doing. But your soul knows deep down what you'll be doing. So, so I'll always give a warning before doing the Shakti transmissions. If you don't want to start your kundalini off, don't watch the video if you're not ready to do the inner work. You have to do inner work. It's not just, it might start off initially blissful, but when the energy gets stuck, it can be very painful. So I wouldn't recommend it if you're not ready for it. So yeah, if you're not ready, because we probably do some shadow work afterwards, because once you've had a Shakti transmission, it does bring things up that need to come up to the surface, so it can play out in your 3D reality. It can play out other ways, just like you might feel a little bit ill, under the weather, excuse me. So lots of things can happen, so you just got to be prepared. And also it's on a full moon as well, so full moons are endings, so it can bring up endings to something that you've been carrying with you. Releasing, you can release, and we've got that nice Leo fire energy to help with this as well. So I really should have wrote some notes. There was quite a few things. Oh yeah, the Shakti transmission can come through, well, it does come through my eyes and through my mouth, like breathing, so it'll go through the screen, so you will see that in the transmission. And I think that's about it. I just can't remember. I think I've covered most of the things. I've covered my downloads, what we'll be working on this new year. Yeah, so I think I've covered everything. So I won't carry on talking because the transmission is quite a long transmission. So when you watch the transmission, don't forget later on in the evening to help move the energy, drink plenty of water, and just rest up a bit. Don't overdo it. Yeah, I think that's it. And if you are getting a lot of energy, just make sure you're grounded. You can always watch, I did that grounding, the last 2 videos have been on grounding. You can always watch those to help ground that energy in, because the red rice is quite powerful for grounding. Eat a heavy meal, could do that, and just rest up. And also perhaps don't do some spiritual practices. I know it sounds crazy when you're doing spiritual work, but if it's all a bit intense, just take a break, do something very 3D, and maybe have some chocolate or something like that to ground you. Do something that you enjoy. So thank you for joining me today. I'd like to thank all my subscribers while I'm here. Thank you for your likes, comments and shares, because it does help with the algorithm. And I hope you enjoy this journey with me. So if you've got any questions, feel free to comment. I love your comments. And I think that's it. So enjoy the transmission. Namaste. I won't be doing an oracle card today because it's too longer video. It will be. So, but we'll do one on Friday. I think we've got Valentine's Day, so we'll do a nice Valentine's transmission. Make a nice Valentine's grid. If the weather's okay, I'll go out, but it's been a bit cold at the moment, so I'm just resting up and taking it easy. And then after the Valentine's, that will be a nice light-hearted video. After the Valentine's, we'll have to do some shadow work, I'm afraid, because it can't all be, as I always say, unicorns and rainbows as much as we'd like it to be. So the other thing I forgot to mention as well, if you wanted to work with the kundalini Shakti energy, a good day to start is actually today and the full moon, because after the full moon, that's when the cobra begins to, the serpent, kundalini serpent begins to ascend through all the chakras. So on the full moon, it will start at the root chakra. It stays in the chakras for 2 days. So it'll be in the chakra. It'll be in the root chakra for the full moon and the next day, and then the following day it will go up to the sacral chakra. Spend 2 days in there clearing and cleansing. Then it will go to the solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and crown chakra, and then it will be the new moon. So it spends 2 days in each of these chakras. So what you can do is actually work with its energy. Maybe do like root chakra meditation on the first 2 days after the full moon. Then the following 2 days, do sacral chakra meditations. Just really work with the energy, like talk to the kundalini energy, talk to Shakti Ma, spend some time with her. That's what you'd like to do, help you unblock chakras. Even if you haven't started the kundalini awakening, you can actually work with this energy, following the cycles of the moon, and it goes in a cycle. So by the time it's the new moon, then it starts descending down the chakras. So it goes in a cycle like that. So I have been working with I would recommend, I have been working with oracles, a channel called the Oracle of the Goddess, and she works with kundalini energy. She does a lot of sound tones, singing tones, and at the moment she's doing daily oracles, so very wise words that you can get daily. And also, if you go back and look at some of her work, she doesn't actually do live videos now. Live, as I don't mean live as in live, I mean she used to show her face, but she doesn't now. But if you go back to the beginning, you'll see videos and you'll see of her face. So she does the transmissions. So it's very important today, because the goal is for the new earth, and for us all to take our power back and become who we were meant to be and what we came here to be. So I just had to add that one because I think it would benefit a few people. And so that's it then for this video. I hope you have a wonderful, happy full moon, and I'll see you all soon. Namaste. So here we have it. We've got a special grid, golden flame grid, ready for the Shakti activation on this Leo full moon. Absolutely wonderful. Very pleased with this grid. Quite a big grid. I haven't done a big grid for a while, so that's an important one. So this grid will assist us with our activation, the transmission of the Shakti, for those that are ready. So I'll just tell you what's on the grid. So in the centre we've got the golden Merkaba star. slipped off. That'll do. So in the centre we've got the golden Merkaba. And we've also got, because we're working with sacred geometry, so we've got a hexagon symbol as well, which helps transport us to the actual symbol, which I got downloaded the other day about this, transports us into different dimensions. So that's why I've been using the hexagons. Wonderful. So in the centre we've got citrine, golden opalite. I'm not sure on this one, but we are working with lots of golden crystals. We've got rainbow fluorite blocks around the edge, and we've got a copper, it's called a tensor ring, that amplifies the energy of the grid, of course because it's copper as well, but the way the shape is and the circular shape. And so this is very potent, powerful grid actually. I can feel the energy of it. We've got pyrite, raw pyrite around the edges. I've got my obelisk pyrite, fantastic. And got the golden flame. While I was working on the grid, if you're interested, it's on YouTube, Starway Healing. They do violet flame, golden flame, white flame, and I've been directed by my higher self to work with these flames. It's good for cleansing and purifying, and it really helps with the trauma that is stored in the body. It's trauma that's stored in my body, and also it does help with trauma if that's something that you've got. But most people have got a bit of trauma in one way or another. Sometimes it can be passed down through the bloodline. We've also got mirrors that amplify the energy. I've got my diamond mirrors. I've got sacred geometry as well. When the Merkaba vehicle elevates to a higher capacity, it changes into a diamond shape. So it all adds to our remembrance of how we work our human body technology. Some more mirrors as well going around the edges. We've also got the 3 pyramids. I believe 3 pyramids of Giza. That's got some significance in the symbology. So it's all helping with our DNA and the energies. Now the keys represent doorways. So I don't know all the answers, but I just go by what my higher self gets me to do, and you can take from it what you would from the grid, or what you will, because everyone gets their own separate download of the meaning of things. It could mean some different things. It's because we're multidimensional. We can have multidimensional meanings to the grids and to other things, like with the light language as well. So that actually isn't pyrite here, it's peacock ore. But it does look a bit like pyrite. It hasn't got many of the other colours in. Usually the peacock ore has a lot of purple in, but that one hasn't. This is pyrite as well. Another raw piece there. Got that beautiful star. It's the sun catcher. It's amazing, that is. We've got sunset aura. Oh no, sorry, sunshine aura. Pyrite raw piece, and underneath we've got the donut shaped pyrite. So that's another one that has very powerful energy because of the way it's shaped. We've got the cube pyrite pieces, and this one's an Azez-2 so that's really potent as well. It's Azez-2 lights are fantastic crystals to put on grids, place on the earth, because they're very high vibrating and they're tuned to the higher dimensions. And here we've got Libyan Desert. That's another powerful one. Yeah, you can get that from the Libyan Desert. It's got another name. I can't think of the name now. I've lost the name. Maybe it'll come back to me. So on this side we have another SS2 light, and that one's Lemurian gold. So that's because of the name. It probably holds memory of Lemuria, which helps trigger our DNA. In the centre of this donut crystal, I think it's onyx. I'm not 100% sure. There's picture jasper. That's quite an earthy stone. And beautiful piece of citrine. Golden healer. Lemon quartz. So that's the grid. Fantastic. I'll just take that in for a moment. I'll just stand up. You can see the full grid. Wonderful. Very pleased with that grid. Very potent and powerful. So I wonder what doorway you will go through. So I'm going to activate this grid to assist us with the Shakti transmission and assist us to memorise what we need to memorise about who we are and to help us with our ascension.
go.